struggle to prioritize between savings for future and enjoying life in the present time? If yes, then stay tuned with me till the end of the video, as today we will speak on personal finance and how to manage it with the 50-30-20 rule. Welcome back to my channel. This is Sonia, your host and companion on Thinking Out Loud Thursdays. And of course, as always, we're going to have coffee together. But before that, have you hit the subscribe button? If not, what are you waiting for? If you've just started your career or you've been working for a few years, then all the more reason you should subscribe to my channel, as I keep bringing in such meaningful episodes for all of you, which will add value to your professional life and maintaining a balance between work and your personal life. So subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and yes, and keep your coffee mug ready, like I've already done that. So let's do cheers and get started with today's episode. So imagine you have a pie in front of you, if you like pie, or imagine a cake in front of you, a whole 1 kg, 2 kg cake, which is right there in front of you. Now imagine that this pie is your monthly income after taxes. So this rule, 50-30-20 rule, it helps you slice this pie or the cake very efficiently, allocating your hard-earned money towards needs, wants, and your future goals. So when I started my career, there was nobody to advise me on how much of my monthly salary I should be spending on all the needs that I have in terms of food, in terms of clothing, if I have to pay any rent. I used to stay with my parents, so I never had any rent to pay. But yes, today there are many people who are out of their homes, who are staying in a PG or staying in a rented apartment while they've just started their career. But at my time, there was nobody to advise me in terms of how I should be looking at my monthly salary, how much should I save, how much should I spend on necessities, how much can I spend on my aspirational luxuries that I'm looking forward to. But today, let me share with you, when you're starting your career, it's all the more reason for you to look at your finances very, very carefully and very seriously if you really want to have a very hassle-free, stress-free, financially secured life in the coming times. This 50-30-20 rule is all about taking care of your needs, which is necessities, your wants, which is your aspirational lifestyle that you would like to lead, and of course looking at your future financial goals, which is maybe saving for your retirement, taking care of your debt, which we're going to be talking in detail. So this 50%, which is the biggest slice of your pie or your cake of your monthly income after taxes, you keep for your basic needs, without which you will not be able to survive. So these are very essential for your comfortable living. So which takes care of your, for example, it takes care of your rent, your utilities, your groceries, any healthcare issues, any medicines that you have to buy, or any life insurances, that premiums that you're paying. So you're keeping this money. If you have kids, then your kids' school expenses like fees, uniform, books, etc., any tuition fees. If you are doing some studies also along with working, then the money that you're keeping for your studies as well. So these are the expenses that are mandatory, and you cannot skip these expenses, like your fuel expenses. If you've got a bike, then maintenance of your bike, getting your bike serviced from time to time. If you don't have a bike, you're taking an auto, you're taking a bus, you're taking a metro. So these are your conveyance expenses. So these are your mandatory expenses, without which your day-to-day living will be not very comfortable. So 50% of your salary, which is after taxes, you keep for your needs. There'll be many cases and many people where you feel that I cannot take care of my needs in just 50%. I need, say, 55% or 60% of my entire monthly salary is going on taking care of my needs. In that case, my suggestion would be re-evaluate your monthly expenses. Where are you spending your money? And evaluate whether this is a need or it is something that is a want and you put it in a need bucket. So is there some cost cutting that you can do here and there? or otherwise then you'll have to take it from your want bucket, which is the 30% bucket. So if you can take out some money and reduce your want bucket from 30% to say 20%, then you can take the 10% and add it into your need bucket. But you really cannot shuffle that, okay, 60% is my need, 30% I'll keep it here only, but I'll save. No. So 50-30-20 rule, there's a logic behind it. It's not like mandatory for you to follow this rule, but it's an ideal rule to manage your monthly expenses and also ensure that you're saving something for your future as well. So if you're spending money on a cook or you're going out for eating a lot, so is there something that you can cook at home and reduce your outside experience of fine dining or eating out that you're doing? Because eating out is not a need, it's a want. So I think just reevaluate if you feel your monthly salary 50% bucket is going beyond that, right? So next comes is wants, our desires, something that we feel that we want to upgrade to a better lifestyle, a better living. So this slice of the cake or the pie, which is your monthly income after taxes, the 30% of your salary that you're keeping for this. Now, please understand this. These are not mandatory expenses. You can live without these expenses as well. But yes, you always would like to experience new things. You would like to upgrade your lifestyle. You would like to probably go on a vacation. You want to go to a gym and not work out at home, or you would like to keep a cook instead of you cooking yourself, or you would like to go out trying different fine dining restaurants, or you want to go and try out new pubs in the neighborhood, or instead of watching the game that you like, say a cricket match on the TV, you would like to buy the tickets and go and watch it in the stadium. So all these are your aspirational expenses, which are your wants category. You can live without them, but it's good to experience these new things, and hence you keeping a 30% bucket for that. But make sure that you don't exceed that 30%. So you'll have to curb your wants in some areas while you're experiencing one bucket of your want list, because there is no end to wants. You would want the moon and the sky and the stars and everything. You would love to have the most luxurious car or branded clothes or expensive perfumes or expensive watches and whatnot. You would love to go for a very long international holiday. So there is no end to the wants in your life. So you have to choose. Every month you can choose, okay, fine, this month I will fulfill my this dream of maybe go shopping, or there is a fine dining restaurant, so this month I'm going to take care of experiencing that cuisine in that fine dining restaurant, or I think I'll buy a ticket and go watch that match in the stadium and spend that 30% of the money that I've kept for my wants. And this is also an upgrade decision making that you're doing for your life. So if you're driving a smaller car, but you're wanting to drive a little bigger car, you're probably staying in a rented apartment and you would like to move into a bigger rented apartment, or in a better location you would like to move into, but then your rentals are going to be very high in that area. So then accordingly you will have to tweak your 100% of the pie and look at what is going to go into my 50% kitty. Is my salary increasing? Am I getting some bonus? Can I afford this? So you will have to analyze your monthly income versus what are your expenses into the categories of wants and needs for now, because your 80% of your monthly earnings are going into taking care of your needs and wants. So while 30% you're now spending on your wants, which is more like your desirable expenses, your lifestyle expenses, taking care of your hobbies. So now balance what is the pie left in the plate for you, which is your 20%. Now please understand that this slice, which is your 20% of your monthly salary, is very, very crucial for taking care of your future goals. So if you're running any high interest rate loans that you're running, this is taking care of that. This is also that you're creating some emergency fund for yourself to take care of any emergencies, say medical or any otherwise. If there are any emergencies coming into your life, this fund can take care of it, and this is also making you stress free in terms of any stress that would come in future. So this slice is basically saving for your future. It's as simple as that. You can name it as some emergency fund that you're saving. You are putting your money into some mutual funds and some other investments that you're doing on a monthly basis. You've taken an SIP or whatever. So this is the section of the money that you're saving for your future or for your retirement. Now, this is very important. Why? Because you never know tomorrow when money need might come up. You might probably lose your job, or there might be pay cuts happening, or there's a recession in the market that is coming in, and hence maybe the company has decided to put a big portion of your money on hold. What will you do then? So this is the money that you can count on for your tough times in future, and it's always advisable. हमारे बड़े बुजुर्ग, हमारे ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स, उनके ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स हमेशा कहते थे कि बुरे वक्त के लिए हमेशा पैसा सेव करो. तो थोड़ा सा पैसा अपनी पूरी मंथली पाई में से, मंथली सैलरी में से, वी शुड ऑलवेज लुक एट सेविंग, बिकॉज दिस इज अ गुड प्रैक्टिस इफ यू रियली वांट टू retire early and follow your dreams and follow your passions, and you don't want to work like till 70 or till 65. You reach that age which is like officially the retirement age in the country. So if you really want to retire early, then please follow this 50-30-20 rule. This is really going to help you manage your finances early on in your life when you've just started your career. And do share in the comments below as to what are you struggling with in terms of your personal finances, or what are you doing more in terms of managing your personal finances in a better way. I hope you liked this video of mine, and if you did, please, like I always say, please hit the subscribe button and do share my video with your friends and colleagues. Now you must be thinking, Sonia, you've told me this 50-30-20 rule. Now how will this work? This will work if you take care of just 2-3 things in your life. First, list down, एक पेपर ले लो, पेन लो, और उसमें लिखो what are your monthly expenses that you have to spend money on, and list down everything which is right ki your utilities, your groceries, your petrol, your credit card bills, your insurances, your dining out, your parlors, your spa bills, your movies that you're watching. So list down all your monthly expenses that you're doing every month, and then analyze at the end of the month how were you spending your money. And when you look at where are you spending money more, where it was not needed but you did the spend, then you'll realize that yes, you need to correct this area. This was not required, this was not necessary. I think I should cut down on that side of the money. Please be honest when you're making this entire monthly expense sheet for yourself, and you yourself will actually face the reality as to, you'll get a reality check that where are you spending money more which was not required, so you can cut down that expenses, right? And also be very realistic. ऐसा नहीं करो कि ओके फाइन, जो खर्चे की जरूरत नहीं है आप वो भी खर्चा डाल रहे हो. व्हाट इफ मेरे को ये खर्चा करना पड़ गया तो, व्हाट इफ अगर मुझे वो भी खर्चा करना पड़ गया तो. आई यूज्ड टू डू दिस अ लॉट. अच्छा, मैं मिसलेनियस में डाल देती हूँ ये सारी बकेट. अरे जब आपने सारी बकेट्स को ऑलरेडी लिस्ट डाउन कर दिया है तो मिसलेनियस में आपको वो 10% का पूरा खर्चा क्यों दिखाना है आपको, राइट? सो यू कैन ऑफ कोर्स कीप सम मिसलेनियस एज वेल, बट दैट मिसलेनियस विल बी taken out from the category of your wants only, no? So don't be very extra smart when you're doing this. Be realistic but be honest when you're making this list of yours. And another thing what you can do is do an automatic money transfer when you're doing any savings. Say there is any insurance premium that is going, any mutual funds that you've invested in, any PPFs that are running in. So any such savings that you have, do an automatic money transfer from your bank account, because what happens is the moment you get your salary, if immediately your savings, which is like your 20% money which goes from your bank, then you're only left with that 80% kitty. Because first week of the month when you get your salary, many people I've seen, I've heard, they go on a total binge of trying different things, going partying, buying new clothes. They actually go on a shopping spree. And then as the month is coming to an end, rather before the end of the month only, they're struggling with their finances. That's because you're not planning your finances in a better way. So make sure that any savings that you have, you automatically get the money deducted from your bank account itself, so that you are only left with that money now, which will take care of your needs and your wants. Review and adjust your 50-30-20 buckets or the pie slices that you've cut off it, because every month you yourself will come to know how you're spending, what are your spending habits, so hence you've spent the money. You yourself will be a good judge of your own monthly expenses. So always review what is your spend, what did you plan, and how much have you spent in each of these three buckets, and then you can adjust your spendings for the coming months. And this is like an ongoing process. It's not something that you do only once, and it's not a tedious thing, it's not a boring thing, because this is your hard-earned money and you need to know where you're spending the money, so that you're able to enjoy your life, and also you don't have to face any stress because of any future emergencies that come, and you can actually focus on what's more important and what's required in your life. So on that note, I'm going to end my video. I hope you found value in this video, and if you really like this video of mine, then do like, comment, and of course subscribe to my channel. Until next Thursday, have a safe day everyone, and be very careful when you're spending money. Of course, keep your finances in check. Have a great day everyone, and I'm going to see you next Thursday. Bye bye.